So I thought I'd do a little chat. This is Mark 3 Golf Cabriolet 1998 1.88 valve, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube about Mark 4 wishbones or lower arms, but none on the Mark 3 really. But I just thought I'd do a little chat about it because essentially they're exactly the same apart from a few little differences, and that's the anti-roll bar drop links, which you can see there, and also the it's a bit difficult to see this. Where are we? Aha, there, if you can see. Where am I? Here, that's where the wishbone ball joint goes up into the hub. I'll try and get a bit. See right there. So that on the Mark 4s, that's like a conical thing that you need a ball joint breaker to sort of get it out, but this just has a straight one with a little lip, and that bolt, if you can see, this bolt here just goes straight through, so there's no cone on it, so it doesn't get kind of jammed in. On the Mark 4 you've got the kind of bolt on the top, and it's kind of notoriously difficult to sort of get out, but here on the Mark 3s it's much easier. This that's the end of the ball joint there. It's just a straight shaft which slots up into the hub, and then this bolt comes through and sort of joins it through a little ridge, so that's much easier. And then the actual wishbone fits in the same way as the Mark 4, so you can watch a Mark 4 video to have a look at that. Now the only other difference is these drop links, which are completely different to the Mark 4. So what I did, they're quite difficult to get in. Yeah, so once the wishbones were in and you've got the anti-roll bar kind of flopping around, getting this onto it was very difficult. So just a little bit of washing up liquid, and then I used a big sort of pipe. You can try and use a socket. The access is actually really difficult, but I used a kind of almost like a scaffolding pipe, a bit of scaffolding pipe to get over here, and then just really sort of force it on. And then once it's on, you can jack up, using a little scissor jack or something like that. You can sort of jack up the lower suspension arm so that this drops down through it. You see you got a couple of little rubbers here, and then there's this little boat. But one bit of advice is, in the Haynes manual it tells you there's a torque setting on this, but if you get this new type, I'll try and show the old type in a minute, but if you get this new type, that's not a torque bolt. You just do it up until it's kind of tight. There probably is a torque setting, but I couldn't find it anywhere, because this is like an M10 or something like that, and the original is like an M14 or something like that. But these new ones, you just do it up to the sort of tight, and it kind of locks, and you can sort of tell that it shouldn't go any further, and then just a little bit tighter, and then that's it done. But if you carry on doing it to the torque of the original ones, that'll just thread, because it's like a sort of almost like a soft nut, if you know what I mean, and it just threads. So be careful of that. I'll try and get a shot of the older looking one, because I've got one on the other side. So that's the old one. I can't really get in there, but you can see it's a much different nut. I mean, that's more like an M12 or something like that, and obviously that's what they give you the torque setting for. But I just changed the rubbers on that one, and the rubbers on the anti-roll bar. Yeah, the actual anti-roll bar rubbers are in there, and they're quite tricky to do. You actually have to drop the subframe, not undo the bolts completely, but basically drop the subframe about 10 mil if you can, and then it gives you better access to, you know, this nut in here. And I guess I didn't actually do them because mine were okay, but I think there's this just sort of clips in this side and undo that bolt, but they're without doubt very fiddly. The access is quite tight, so good luck if you get an MOT failure on them. I wish you luck.